Now we have Master Mingtong, and he was named Qigong Master of the Year by the 13th World Congress of Qigong and Traditional Chinese Medicine. Master Mingtong possessed a profound ability to harness energy in order to accelerate the personal and global healing, making him a sought-after teacher, healer, and practitioner. We are so grateful and honored to be with you today. Master Mingtong.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, these amazing producers. Hello, Zion, Maria. Great to see you. I'm just so happy to be back with this beautiful community. And in the past years, I was able to attend in person from the Bay Area. And after moved to Santa Fe 3.5 years ago, unfortunately, my schedule have not been working out to travel to be part of this community. So there's a lot of incredible memory from our sharing in the past and continuously holding this connection, this beautiful community. I'm so grateful for this event happening.
Mingtong, I just want to first of all tell you how much we love you, how much we have missed you in those 3 years that you moved to Santa Fe. Your presence into our community.
So much blessing from Santa Fe, from this magical land.
Oh, it looks so beautiful.
So lucky, so fortunate, yeah. And also feel so fortunate to connect with each other in this way, in this community. You know, I was happy that had additional time to join part of the last session, and of course have such respect for Dan, and also meeting new speakers, Sarah, and so beautiful. Just warm my heart, And this moment, I want to just take a look again, everybody in the gallery view, if you will, just making the connection. So you can open to your gallery view and simply just look into everybody's eyes, look everybody into their heart, and just feeling the presence of energy, presence of each other, presence of we, presence of us. Beyond, any distance, any separation of physical dimension, we know we're so connected. And the technology is also a reminder. The amazing internet, it's a reminder that not only we can connect effectively, but also we are connected. So also the ancient wisdom is really help us to cultivating this gift, this skill, capacity to connect with more love, more joy, more wisdom, and deeper compassion, even with a greater purpose. Right now, we have to open our purpose, beyond what we have done. What is our highest vision? Not only to the future, but this moment, what is the vision we're holding dearly in our heart, holding dearly in everyday life? And so we're sharing that in this community. And that is so beautiful. So again, let me just take another look of these beautiful faces. When we just look at each other, we can feel so much love, so much compassion, so much connection. Beautiful. So that is one of the gifts I feel so unique in this time of humanity. In the last 2 months now, and I think many of us now become even more busy and doing amazing work and offering the service through online. And I feel very fortunate. In the last 2 months, we've been doing online program non-stop almost, and doing these ancient practice of movement, sound, meditation, even dancing, yeah, and sharing with each other deeply and facing the challenges in a new way, yeah, more aware, more compassionate, but deeply also more healing way. So I'm so grateful to can have this opportunity to share what I know, but also really connect with you in this amazing time. So with that said, as we promised, we're going to do some movement, but also we're going to do a lot of sound practice and meditation. And also, I'm pretty much kind of available spontaneous later. If we have more time, we can engage with any question come up. And also, I'm basically open to this beautiful technology template of interaction. So maybe Victoria, you can ask me any question if you have a list of things you want to cover first, then I can go from there.
I actually don't have anything that I want to ask right now. I would love for you to just keep doing what you're doing. The energy is coming through so beautifully.
Movement.
We really need that right now. And then if at the end the community wants to ask you a question, I will definitely facilitate that.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So let's get up. Make sure you have enough room at a comfortable home. And we may want to arrange your furniture a little bit.
If you're not able to stand up, if you're not able to get up, no worries. Do it wherever you are.
So first of all, I want to say, everything you have listening, sharing in this conference, really pointing to one direction. One direction can be, speak of in different words. One is healing, deeper healing, personal healing, physical healing, emotional healing, mental, spiritual healing, as well collective healing. Including our social structure, political structure, and cultural structure, and so on. So that is one thing we can be aware of. And another way of saying is awakening. So for me, healing, awakening is same. Without healing, you cannot truly awaken. Without awakening, you cannot truly heal either. And awakening also in all levels. So in Qigong approach is very simple. You're awakening in your body, you're awakening in your heart, you're awakening in your mind, you're awakening in your consciousness. And the way of doing it is to connect with energy. So one way of doing it, is moving your body. So right now, in this amazing, challenging time, everything we're experiencing, boil down to it, is really activating all the issues in the human realm, all the issues, the complexity of issues, health crisis, pandemic, social issue, political issue, relationship issue, all this issue. But deep issue, I want to invite you to connect is the energy contraction. So in the ancient tradition of wisdom healing Qigong, like a lot of energy tradition, indigenous tradition, even now the science is studying the solar energy field, including electromagnetic field of the brain and how that, connecting with the mind, connecting with our emotions, so on. So basically, simply put it, when the energy contracts, then the function of mind, body, heart, spirit is compromised. When the energy open, the function, all dimension as human being, it turns into optimum function. So right now, the main thing we're experiencing is contraction of energy in the system of mind, body, heart, spirit. So to open that contraction, that's what we focus on in Wisdom Healing Qigong. And obviously, movement is so important. So right now we're at home, even though I'm not moving yet, I'm just talking, I'm moving on my arms, you can move yourself, kind of any way comfortable. So I'm talking about energy movement already, you're activating the solar energy movement already, even without doing the physical movement yet. So one thing is moving less and less, Not only for this time being of confinement, but that's the human history to the modern living condition. We barely moving anymore. We sit in a computer, we driving a car to go any place we go. We hardly, go to the nature and so on. So the lack of movement in life, that habit continuously causing more contraction besides the stress we're experiencing now, the mental stress, the emotional stress. So inviting more movement is one most important activity. So in this case, let's do some tapping. So when you're tapping, allow your arm to be free. Allow your shoulder to be free. Allow your hip to be free, moving back and forth. Allow your spine rotating. Now tapping further behind the shoulder. By doing that, you're opening, releasing the stagnation of the shoulder. The shoulder is carrying so much stress, so much weight. Often we say we carry the world on our shoulder, especially for this group. When we want to make a contribution, have so much compassion for others, for life, the tendency is to take on the stress. So releasing the stress, releasing the contraction, opening the energy flow is so important. So tapping as strong as you can, as if you're beating yourself up. So what are you doing? Is you're awakening the body, awakening the energy. Now tapping the shoulder, the chest area on both sides. The back, connecting the lower back area. We call Mingtong, the gate of life. Energy gates, connecting energy flow within you, also energy flow of life around you. Now go to the both sides of the rib cage. Now go down further to the hip. Go down further to the crown area. As strong as you can. Continuously, your own rhythm. Slow down. Now take a moment noticing. So again, you're awakening your body. You're awakening energy. You're releasing the tension. You're increasing the energy flow. And let's continue to another playful movement. You can visually follow with your own best effort. So I will turn around. It's easier for us to follow from the back. So placing the left hands on your lower back, the movement area, then squatting down a little bit to comfortably challenging position. Then using the right hand to start to move. Simply visually follow. Give your body permission to move. As then our speaker beautifully speaking the sweet key, one is awareness. In this case, become more aware of your body, more aware of your sensation, feeling. And the second is attention, going deeper, connecting deeply. We say connection, where you want to connect. connecting with your hands, connecting with your elbows, connecting with your shoulders, connecting with your arm, then eventually deeply connecting with your spine, with your hip, with your entire body, and deeply connecting with the subtle energy, the subtle energy. And he speaks of next one is intention. We're speaking of embodiment, embodiment of energy, embodiment of wisdom, embodiment of the flow. So no matter how difficult this movement might be, you continuously making the best effort. Continuously allowing the movement. And that's one lesson in life, yeah. When energy is moving, we feel good in spite of continuous challenges. Even the body may feel pain, feel tightness, feel stress. As long as you keep energy moving, you start to feel better, feel lighter, feel more open. Again, slow down, now switch to the left side. Continuously allowing movement. Keep your palm facing up. Continuously rotating your wrist. Rotating your elbow. Rotating your shoulder joints. Rotating, twisting your arm. You're twisting your own arms in this case. Instead of someone else twisting your arm or you twisting other people's arm, you're internally opening the practice, including the joints, muscle, tissue, the meridian channel, energy channel as well, the deeper slow energy flow. Slow down, then switch again to the right side. Keep your palm facing upward. Now, lean down as far as you can, allow your entire body naturally leaning, shifting the weight by following the hand. And this movement is called awakening the dragon. Awakening the dragon. Think of it, arms like a dragon, your hands like a dragon head. It's leading the way, initiating the movement, twisting, rotating, continuously moving like a figure of eight of our three-dimensional infinite sign. This continuation of movement, awakening energy, opening energy. Now slow down again, switching to the left side. So again, when you doing this practice, you're connecting different part of you. In this case, the left side and right side. These two movements on both sides, connecting the left side of your body, right side of your body, also the brain, the left brain, right brain, and deeply awakening the deeper connection, interconnection within you. Again, any connection we are speaking of, we have to start with internal connection of your brain, neurons, but also internal connection with your heart, with your five organ system. We're going to speak of that later. Not only the physical dimension, but also the emotional dimension, mental, spiritual dimension. Slow down the movement. Now massaging the lower back. Let's continue with one more movement. Again, all these movements is very simple, easy to follow, and also very playful. And there's enough challenge. And as our body holding so much tension, so much stress, so much contraction, that's why we're experiencing the challenges. Either pain, tightness, resistance, even overwhelming emotion that's part of our existence from the history to the present moment. So working with what is true inside of you, then continuously, gradually opening the energy. So the next movement, we're going to, again, feet about shoulder width, hands under your rib cage, both sides, comfortably. Then squatting down further. Now we're going to rotate the hip. First of all, moving the hip to your right side, then to the left side. So when we're moving, you might noticing when you're shifting the hip to the right side, your body starts leaning to the left side. You want to minimalizing this leaning of upper body. So you want to keep upper body stable, centered, straight while you're shifting the hip. So you're like isolating the hip to your right side, then isolating the hip to the left side, then isolating the hip to the front, isolating the hip to the back. Now making a circle, continuously isolating the hip. To making a circle with the hip as much as possible. With the intention of connecting with your body, feeling your body, awakening, opening your body, the physical body, the energy body, the visible, the invisible, inside of you, around you. Now reversing the movement, moving as slowly as you can, mindfully, internally noticing, embracing all the sensation, feeling inside of you, especially the discomfortable, challenging sensation feeling from accumulative stress, from accumulative disconnection. Allow the movement continuously opening the deeper dimension of your body. Again, keep your upper body straight, centered. You think of your tailbone initiating the movement. Tailbone initiating the movement. Now one more time, reversing the direction. Rotating your tailbone. So the hip pelvis naturally rotating, contemporating both sides. So again, deeply moving, connecting, awakening, opening. Now slow down the movement back to the center. Now moving your tailbone forward. Tuck your tailbone forward. Same time, tucking your chin. So you feel the back of your spine opening up. Back of your spine opening up. Then moving the tailbone backward. Tucking your chin. The front of your spine opening up. Tailbone forward. Tucking your chin. Tailbone backward. Up further. Tucking your chin. One more time. Forward, upward, backward, upward. Now back to the center. And straighten your body, mindfully noticing, releasing your hand to a comfortable position. Noticing, embracing all the sensation, feeling. Now gently close your eye. Deeply noticing. Become more aware what's happening inside of your body. What is true inside of you. Continuously embracing all the sensation, feeling inside of you, both comfortable and uncomfortable, both intense and subtle. Acknowledging everything you're experiencing, the whole existence as pure expression of energy and consciousness, acknowledging the pure energy and consciousness has no boundary, naturally connecting to the earth's energy beneath you. Acknowledge, feeling the earth, the power of the earth, the ancient presence of the earth, the creative energy of the earth beneath you, around you, permeating, awakening, nourishing inside of you. Acknowledging the subtle energy of the universe above you, the ocean of infinite energy, the quantum existence of the universe. Naturally responding to our deepest intention, deepest dedication, personal, collective. Naturally gathering to the planet Earth, naturally gathering around you, naturally gathering, penetrating, nourishing deep inside of you. Deeper dimensions of your brain, neurons, nerve system, deeper dimensions of your heart, deeper dimensions of all cells within you, trillion cells within you. Naturally awakening to the energy of oneness, the energy of all existence, the energy of all creation, the energy of all connection. Deeply inwardly noticing, allowing, connecting, deeply nourishing, and feeling the deeper aliveness inside of your body, deeper connectiveness inside of your body, deeper oneness inside of your body. Now slowly move your body freely, mindfully. Still feel the ground, feel the earth, feeling the subtle energy around you. Move your body freely. Just noticing overall feeling of your body. You may feel a sense of lightness, openness, even joyfulness. So we're going to transition back to our sitting position. Again, make sure you can drink a lot of water or any liquid during the session, even afterwards. So, honoring the last session and the main theme of interconnectiveness, the main theme of we, is so important. And approaching wisdom healing Qigong is almost like paradoxical. In order to realize in the we have to realize in the me first. Who are you? Truly, who are you? Beyond our limited identification, beyond our physical perception of who we are. Who are we? Who am I? So the framework we use in Qigong help us to discover the true self. One framework is embodiment of energy. Then the question is, what is energy? The energy beyond physical. And the physical body is made of energy. From quantum physics point of view, we know now for sure. That's enlightening. But do you experience your physical body as subtle energy? No, most time we don't. We're feeling the pain, we're feeling the discomfort, we're feeling the disease, we're feeling the story of the problems, all the diagnosis, all the hopelessness. So intellectually knowing is not enough. How we can live with it. And that's where the practice comes. So the energetic framework is not only the physical body is made of energy, but also there's a subtle energy of your body beyond your skin. The subtle energy existing within your cells. This three energy body we're speaking of, called physical energy body, that is centered around your navel and your dantian, inside your navel. That's called dantian. Many of you heard the word dantian. Means the energy center, but it literally means it's the energy treasure. Treasure field, dantian, the treasure field. So from that center, the subtle energy permeating the entire body, expanding beyond the physical body. That's about 3 feet away from your body. Then another energy body is much bigger, associating with your heart. And now we know electromagnetic field of your heart still measurable miles away from your physical body. So your heart is much bigger than your room, literally speaking. And another quality we're recognizing, this energy of love has no boundary. It's way beyond magnetic field. Has no boundary. And the energy of consciousness has no boundary. But how to access, For example, the emotional energy body is associating with the heart, but also associating with your 5 organ system. So to experience the emotion is one way of tapping into this emotional energy body. But our emotion is often problematic, especially right now. I would say all emotion, human being emotion is natural. But when we're stuck in one emotion, then become problematic. So I'll speak to that later. But I'm just bringing up our awareness connection with this layer of energy of who we are, emotional energy body, associated with the 5 organ system. Then another energy body is the field of consciousness. I call pure consciousness, sometimes called nature of the mind. It's beyond mental thinking, beyond intellectual thinking, beyond concept. This field of energy, naturally aware, naturally knowing, naturally connected. And that is the most subtle energy field. So traditionally, we say that's your essence. That pure field of energy existing inside of your body, around your body, has no boundary expanding to the universe. And that field of energy can be bilocating as well can locate within your physical body. We say, this is your essence. This is your pure nature. This is your true identity. So another important process is also important, recognizing we are integrative existence, a multiple dimensional presence. So the physical energy, the emotional energy, the mental, spiritual energy I'm speaking of is inseparable. Inseparable. Not only interconnected, they're inseparable. So the second aspect of discovering the true essence of who we are is this integrative nature of who we are. The physical, emotional, the mental, spiritual is inseparable, interconnected as a one energy system, not just one affecting another. Often, think of linearly. As then speaking of scientifically, we think of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No, it doesn't work that way. It's like this. It's whole spectrum of energy. The physical energy we perceive in this frequency, low frequency, more solid, more stable. Then the emotional energy in the middle range is more feeling, more subtle, more dynamic. Then the mental energy is even more subtle. On the top of the spectrum. But all these three layers, not just layers, they're part of the whole spectrum. So this whole spectrum of energy, the wholeness, the totality, that is our full expression of who we are. So when we, experience that, then we're realizing, when we're addressing all these problems, realizing we are a cumulative result, not only our personal history, but also our intergenerational history. Also, our collective history of humanity. Also, the collective history of planet Earth. We are also, inseparable from the invisible realm, spiritual realm, the oneness of the universe. In the Qigong tradition, we say the heavenly realm. Basically, it's heavenly energy. It's not physicalized yet. So when it's physical and as a non-physical, the earthly existence representing physicalized energy, the non-physicalized energy representing the heavenly realm. And we're realizing as human beings, we're embodiment of both. Such a gift, such a gift. So we're connecting energy in this way, as we just visualize, meditate towards the end of the movement, visualizing the energetic connection with earth beneath you, around you, the energetic connection with heaven above you, the energetic connection with each other, beyond any limitation of distance, even beyond any limitation of space and time. So the deeper embodied experience is not so much of me as the physical only, or me as my story only, and me as my culture inherited only. Much bigger. So discovery, what is truly me? The big I. We naturally discover the us, the universe. So Qigong takes its more experiential approach. So one of the great challenges we're facing, as I mentioned, in the last part, in the beginning, the main challenge is contraction of energy. So what happens is basically our identity contract when energy contract. Our capacity, or physical capacity, emotional capacity, even mental, spiritual capacity, contract. As a result, feeling disconnection. As a result, feeling isolation. As a result, feeling fragmentation. So we make it simple in this case. Little recognize this contraction is not just happening right now. It's historical. It's genetic. So when people ask me, what is the cause of disease? I say the cause of disease is everything. Everything happened in your history, aware or not aware, or scientifically understood or not, including the invisible realm as well as the visible realm, is affecting your behavior now, affecting your experience, affecting your physical condition right now, affecting your choice you're making. As we recognize everything is interconnected. And yet also recognizing you cannot change what happened in the past. The past have a strong impact on our life, and yet you cannot change the past. So that's the paradox. And so what do? The only thing you can do, the best thing you can do, is you can change the present. And the present right now is within you. The present is carry the past. So when you change the present, you can change the past. And the future is expressing your present right now. So this is another level of integration, recognizing, the past, the present, the future is interconnected. And the past cannot be changed. The future yet to come, and the present can be lived fully, can be transformed from whatever old patterns we carry as human beings. So one powerful way then, the meditation he introduced, I feel, is a contemporary version of pure consciousness practice from different wisdom tradition. So powerful. Allow you, transcend the complexity of the past, complexity of whatever entanglement happening now. So the same approach in wisdom healing Qigong, awakening to the essence, the nature of the mind, pure consciousness, beyond the entanglement of the past. So one of the entanglement patterns as expression of contraction is fear, anxiety. So right now, we're experiencing so much of that. When we say, yes, the violence is threatening, is stressful, is amazingly challenging, but I would say the underlying patterns of humanity, of fear, is the most threatening patterns. And that is now being activated by the virus, and yet recognize that pattern existed for more than not just 1,000 years, million years of evolution of life on the planet. It's in our cell, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA, it's in our psyche. So one powerful approach in Qigong is recognizing, you can change that, you can transform that. Recognizing all these limited or stressful, challenged patterns we experience in physically, emotionally, mentally, is expression of contracted energy patterns. So in this case, I'm going to share this practice of sound healing, make it easier. I'm going to start in a few slides so we can follow each other more effectively. And that's this amazing technology nowadays, so amazing. Allow us to access things so intimately. So, and this is one of the image I use often. So what is indicating here is this powerful image of spiral, Milky Way. You see this beautiful image of expressing the vastness, the complexity, the powerfulness of the galaxy in the universe. And the spiral pattern is expressing this creative energy. So in the middle, you see the fetus. And this image to me representing the essence of wisdom healing Qigong. On one hand, is activating the connection with the universe, the creative energy beyond physical. On the other hand, is recognizing who we are, the true essence who we are. Expressed, as a baby. And another aspect is the connection between these two. Often we're thinking, I'm sitting here in my home, and the Milky Way is out here, light years away. Nothing to do with my present moment. But actually it's the same energy, my dear. The energy started a bigger bang, the same energy generating power in your cells right now. It's the same energy produced, the sperm and the egg. So that connection from the micro to the macro, from personal to the collective, that's the third aspect. So when we tap into the heart, we all know the heart is so important. And one of the deeper meaning of the heart, I'm not talking about just physical heart. I'm talking about the energy of the heart encompassing physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. And this energy field, I was speaking of the emotional energy field, associating with the 5-organ system, starting with the heart. And often we say, in human journey, we think of this as long journey, sometimes feel really long. We're dragging ourselves forward. Most of the time we feel stuck, not going anywhere. The most powerful representation of that journey is from here to here. Come back to our heart. This home inside of us. So the deeper meaning of that, of course, it's in all culture. The heart representing love, representing joy, representing compassion. And the heart is also representing deeper wisdom, Often we say the wisdom of the heart. That means you have to go beyond the thinking. The heart has different language, have deeper knowing of what is important, what is life nourishing. So the sound practice, I'm going to share the rest of the session, allow you tap into the heart. And the first is again recognizing the three dimensions of your heart. And the physical heart, of course, is important, yet so tiny in the scale. It's only fist that size. Yeah. And yet the energy field of the heart so much bigger. The emotional energy field is so much bigger than the physical body. And even the subtle spiritual dimension of your heart is so much bigger. So when we connecting with each other, we're not only opening to the emotional field associating with our heart, but we're opening to the big field of the heart of the planet Earth, the heart of humanity, and the heart of the universe. Yeah, often, the heart of the crisis, representing that universal heart, the heart of mother, so on. These metaphysical representation allow us to open our heart beyond our personal experience of every day. So how to tap into the energy of the five organ system? And just briefly, I want to summarize the benefit. And so in this diagram, you see the heart, the color red. When the energy of the heart contracts, we're experiencing lack of happiness, lack of joy, lack of compassion. When the energy of the heart open, we can experience greater joy, greater love, including unconditional love, as well as capacity of compassion. Then you go to the kidney system, representing blue right now. When that energy, is the energy of water. When that energy frees up, become ice, freeziness, invoking the fearful pattern of fight-flight. When the same energy warming up, flowing again, just like water flowing again, become nourishment, become empowerment of life. Then you go to the digestive system, representing color yellow right now. When the energy contracts, we experience worries. We experience a lot of that right now, especially when we're facing so much uncertainty. So the normal pattern of human being responding to uncertainty is worry. Then the energy continue contract. So the sound, the movement is opening this energy. When the energy open up again, we experience confidence, experience abundance of life from within. And the next organ is the liver, associating with the immune system and purification system. And for obvious reason, now we're realizing, oh my God, how important the immune system is. Oh my God, we have all the problem of immune system. And that's been there for a long time, my dear. It's not just happened last 2 months. The immune deficiency has been there for a long time. In a way, the virus is a wake-up call. Now we have to do something about it. So the emotion dimension in this case, besides the physical, function of the immune system, which obviously is important, but then the emotional dimension is when energy of the liver purification system contract, we experience anger, starting with suppressed anger, then eventually explosive anger become destructive. When we're able to regulate this energy, instead of suppressing it, exploding it, we feel a sense of courage. Yeah, right now we need so much courage of life. So this 5 organ system is really working together in all dimensions, including the emotional dimension, and how different emotions also affecting other emotions. So with that said, let's dive into the practice. So starting with the heart, and together comfortably. In a comfortable position, you can either lying down, or sitting, or standing. And you can also use your hand, kind of touching your chest, somatically connecting with your heart. Now gently close your eyes and deeply noticing, embracing all the sensation, feeling inside of you, both comfortable and uncomfortable. Acknowledging all the energetic stress we're experiencing from the pandemic, also from the long history of humanity, as well as personal life. Allow yourself feeling the compassion, self-compassion for everything you're feeling in your heart. And chanting the sound with a deeper intention of awakening deeper dimension of your heart, opening the energy of your heart. And the first sound, awakening the physical dimension. You can listen in to the sound first, then we can make the sound together. If you need, you can just look at the screen using the phonetic as a guidance, and you don't need to worry about copy down. We're going to have a handout to share with you later. And more importantly, connecting with experience in this moment. So the first sound for the heart, activating the physical dimension of your heart, the sound like this. Making the best effort without worry about perfect or not. Simply making the sound, feeling the vibration, connecting with your heart. Breathe in deeply into your chest. Breathe into your chest. Breathe into your chest. And relaxing, noticing. Continuously embracing all the sensation, feeling inside of you, both comfortable and uncomfortable. The second sound, activating the emotional dimension of your heart. More on the solar energy of your heart open. The great joy and love you experience from within. And the sound like this. Again, with your own best effort, breathe in deeply into your chest. Breathe into your chest. Relaxing, noticing a deeper sense of liveliness, openness, even warmness of your heart. And chanting the third sound, awakening the spiritual dimension of your heart, the wisdom of your heart. The sound like this. So you're starting with a soft shin, then ending at the sound deeply. Also lifting your tongue upward when you're making the sound at the end. What is happening is you're awakening the deeper dimension of the energy heart, but also connecting the energy of the heart upward to the energy of the brain. So the brain, the heart can work together, interconnecting, interacting, integrating. So again, breathe in deeply into your chest. Breathe in deeply into your chest. Relaxing, noticing. Continuously allowing, awakening deeper, now opening deeper, feeling the subtle energy of your big heart, and naturally opening to the subtle energy all around you, the subtle energy in the space, the subtle energy on the planet Earth, the source energy of loving kindness, the source energy of compassion, the source energy of wisdom. Continuously connecting within you. Now slowly moving hand towards your low back comfortably. Again, massaging the low back, noticing the sensation, feeling in low back areas. You can nourish in the kidney energy system, encompassing your reproductive system, hormone system, skeleton system. It's also the gene energy, the energy of regeneration, the energy of creation within you. In the yoga tradition, referring as Kundalini energy. In Qigong, we call Jing energy. Again, when this energy contracts, we experiencing fear, stuckness, physical limitation, function of the body. When this energy opens, we experience the transformation from fear to empowerment, experience a deeper creativity, awakening, arising inside of you. So the first sound is awakening the power inside of you, the sound like this. Now together, making the best effort playfully. Breathe in deeply. Keep on doing it on your own pace. And relaxing, noticing. When you practice long enough, intense enough, you start feel warmness, even burning sensation. Start feel this power awakening inside of you. Even the power beneath the fear is still there. Beneath the contraction of fear, the power is still there. So you're awakening the hidden power. When the power, the energy awakening naturally flowing again, just like water flowing again. And the second sound, activating the emotional dimension, transforming from fearfulness to carefulness to nourishment. And the sound like this. Again, with your own best effort, breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. And relaxing, noticing. And feel deeper sense of aliveness, wakefulness flowing of life inside of you. And continue to the third sound, awakening the spiritual dimension of the Jing energy, the wisdom of creativity, the creative aspect of your mind as well, energy. So the sound like this. From yin to sound. So what's happening is not only activating energy which center around your kidney area, connecting with your reproductive system, also the entire hormone system, skeleton system, but also that power moving upward to the chest, open your heart deeper, bigger, moving upward to the brain, awakening the brain function, and merging to the field of your consciousness, to the essence, to the wisdom. So again, with your own best effort, breathe into your lower back area. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in deeply. And relaxing, noticing. And feeling all sensation from your lower back to the middle back, to the upper back, to the neck, to the brain. Now massaging your lower back again. And move your body freely. Move your shoulders, your spine, move your entire body. If you need any time to get up, stretch, please give yourself permission to do that. And continuously, deeply noticing, deeply noticing. So just because of time, and I want to be able to do the 5-organ sound, 5-organ system. Again, the 3 sound for each organ. One is activating the physical, and then the emotional, and the mental, spiritual. Then you continue the 5-organ sound and go slow on this journey of deeper awakening, deeper transformation in all levels, physical, emotional as well, deeper subconscious levels. So change the energetic pattern, and the pattern is changing them from contraction to openness, from isolation to connection, from whatever historical programming, then speaking of the program in the neurons, in the nerve system, but the deeper program also need to happen in a 5-organ as well. So that is another level of not only awareness of all programming, but continuously upgrading our program to the next, I say, next operating system. Right now, human being, the version 5, moving towards awakening, but still in the version 5. If we're lucky enough going slow this pandemic and upgrading to version 6, then we have a good chance to survive, good chance to move to the highest version. So, and we will share this handout with you, but also some more resources available to support you if you feel need a tangible practice. And that is the free resource we like to share with you. And I believe Lisa, our team, has found a way to share this handout with you. So let me just quickly go to the next slides. Basically, it's really the same principle as Dan have shared with us so beautifully. And here is this, we are in this complexity of life right now. Complexity of symptom, complexity of diagnosis, complexity of human living conditions, complexity of relationship, complexity of history, complexity of the environment destruction, complexity of all issues. It's so overwhelming. And all that is real. And yet we're realizing everything is interconnected. That means in order to change one thing, we have to change everything else too. So that's become even more overwhelming. Yeah, even in terms of health, you have to, change your relationship, have change your food, change your behavior, change the way you're thinking, change the way you're sitting. Oh my God, then change how they're living your life in general. So it's really complex. So then you have to change your story from the past, all that. You got it, what I mean. Even when you're approaching integrative medicine, still so complex. So you end up doing, starting with one thing, then 5 things, then 10 things, suddenly 100 different things. As a result, more than just stressful. As a result, we're totally lost. So what we are learning here is going deeper to deeper dimension instead of this well outside the well. And that's the same well Dan speaking of. And I call this the well of karma. That's the well of karma. We're entangled in this cause effect. And this cause effect is real. And yet it's only the external layer of who we are. So when we entangle in this layer, then we are, entangled in the karma. So the wisdom tradition, going further deeper, in this case, all thing we're experiencing is based on the function of the mind. That's what psychology study. The function of the body, that's the medicine study. The function of the heart, that's also the psychology, other emotional technique study. Beautiful. Go further internal, change in the internal. Then you go further deeper in the Qigong perspective. Beyond, when you look at the function of the mind, still complex. We go deeper into the energy of the mind, the energy of the heart, the energy of the body. Then you realize these three is inseparable. They're interconnected. Then you go further deeper to understand just two patterns. One is contraction, another is open. So the contraction, is historically there, programmed in our system, and also activated by the circumstance, challenges, stress of life. So the lesson is very simple. Contraction on one hand is part of life, but unfortunately most of us are not aware. When we're experiencing so much stress, most time right now with very mental, approaching everything mental. We're not aware the physical body carry the energetic contraction over the time. Then one day we diagnosed it, whatever problems, then we're thinking, why me? Why happen? As if it happens overnight. And I say, nothing happens overnight. Nothing, absolutely nothing happens overnight. Everything is a cumulative result, my dear. Your energy system carry all your history, all the programming, in the conscious level, subconscious level, in unconscious level of the cellular function, in the genetic level as well. So we also learn, in life, contraction is inevitable. It's a natural function of energy. When experiencing stress, our body contract, energy contract. But also we realize that if you contract only for 5 seconds, then no issue. If you contract 5 minutes, relatively no problem, no implication. But if you contract 5 hours, 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years, 5 decades, then what happened? You can't do the math. Here we have a lot of scientific mind here. So we're really experiencing kind of not only contraction in our body, personal level, but also contraction in the collective level. So these teaching, this practice, on one hand, is allow us to be more aware. Then secondly, more empowered to open the energy system as we're doing. This movement opening up and this sound opening the deeper dimension of your organ. So you have the capacity to open. So when we know the cause of disease is everything, but the cause for healing is you. It's you and me. And this moment, we become the cause for healing. So the deeper essence, the very essence, the essence is beyond any patterns, beyond any of our identification. Beyond any even concept of time and space. All spiritual tradition pointing to the same essence, the eternal essence, the timeless essence, the ancient essence, the boundaryless essence. So whatever words we use, we call this as pure consciousness. So this moment, let's take a few minutes just simply recognizing, tap into this presence of who we are. Just gently close your eye. And responding to the sound I'm sharing with you, just with a sense of awareness. So looking inwardly to the center of your energy brain. Listening inwardly to the center of your energy brain. The very center of this pure consciousness field called Sen-Ji Palace. Sen means spirit, pure consciousness. Ji means the gateway, the key to pure consciousness. Also is the center. And palace, again, is the heavenly realm of timelessness, boundlessness. Just quietly listening, naturally, effortlessly, noticing. Sen-Ji, 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 Sen-Ji. Continuously relaxing, looking inwardly to your Sen-Ji Palace, listening inwardly to your Sen-Ji Palace, feeling inwardly to your Sen-Ji Palace, and feeling the deeper sense of spaciousness, the inner spaciousness, naturally merging to the infinite spaciousness of the universe. Looking inwardly to the depths, the inner depths, the timeless depths. And feeling this presence, the pure presence, pure silence, pure stillness. Pure openness. Pure consciousness, naturally open without any boundary. pure consciousness is naturally present, without any form. Pure consciousness and naturally aware without any concept. Pure consciousness and naturally connecting without any effort. In the oneness of pure energy, pure consciousness, naturally connecting with your body. Inseparable from pure consciousness itself. Naturally aware, naturally embracing all the sensations, feeling inside the body, both comfortable, uncomfortable, both familiar and unknown. Deeply allowing, deeply connecting, deeply opening. Pure energy, pure essence, pure wisdom of oneness, pure love, unconditional love, pure compassion, pure vibration, pure movement of life, flowing deeper and deeper in the deeper dimensions of your brain, deeper dimensions of your heart, deeper dimensions of your soul. Naturally nourishing, naturally purifying, naturally transforming, naturally fulfilling the highest purpose, deeper purpose of healing, awakening ourselves, healing, awakening of together. healing, awakening of all life, all sentient beings. With a deeper connection with your body now, slowly move your body gently, intimately, consciously, especially in the sweet area, the hip, shoulder, and spine. Again, allow your body to move freely. I'm just noticing time flies by, but we shared so much in this short, intense session, and I trust you making the connection in whatever level you're making, but allow this energy we shared continuously flowing deeply, continuously benefiting yourself, your families, with your deeper purpose on the planet Earth. And so, unfortunately, we don't have time for questions. Even I enjoy questions very much. So hopefully another occasion we can do that. And my final words is really, we're learning how to take care of ourselves more effectively, more wisely, more lovingly, more compassionately in this very challenging time, but also awakening time. And also we're learning how to take care of each other more wisely, more lovingly, more effectively, more compassionately. As well, learn to take care of the planet Earth in a new way. Even just spend more time with Earth, hugging a tree, listening to the birds. So we have this amazing opportunity. So thank you for.
Thank you, Mingtong. Thank you.
Wow, deep bow to you. Deep bow. The amount of comments and just gratitude, and you being so generous to us. We're so deeply grateful.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your presence.
Your joy is contagious. You radiate joys, and you're sharing such an ancient wisdom and sciences from place of joy. That's incredible.
Yeah, and playfulness and makes it alive. Thank you.
Everybody.
Thank you.